Vue.js and the React.js. Coming to the my project name is Health Insurance Project. In that health insurance project, we use the technologies as front end as the React and back end as the Spring Boot and database as the MySQL. So these are the technical stacks which I used in my project. That's all about myself.
Okay. So, so you have worked on JUnit, Makuto,
What?
JUnit and Makuto framework.
JUnit?
Mm-hmm.
JUnit and
And Makuto framework. Hello. Hello.
your voice is
I am asking JUnit and Makuto.
JUnit framework.
Yes, yes, yes.
J. Hello.
Yes, 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 yes.
I am not using the JUnit framework.
Okay, okay. And you have much knowledge about Maven dependency.
Yeah, no, yeah, I know. Maybe dependencies.
So suppose some kind of dependency is going to deprecate it. So how do you handle this deprecated dependency?
Deprecated dependencies.
Yes, yeah. Deprecated means lower version. Suppose your application is working on Java 8, but you move in Java 11. So in that cases, how do you deal the dependency? How to upgrade your dependency?
Okay. By changing the versions to improve that Maven.
So how do you change? How do you identify this is belong to Java 11? How do you manage?
So while running the program, some error are to be occurred. That is the Tomcat error that is occurred. So by changing the Maven versions, that to be upgraded.
Mm-hmm. Uh,
So by changing the by changing the versions of the Maven, that to be error to be there.
mm-hmm. So you know Java 8 version right now. You working?
Yeah, I am working the Java 8.
What is intermediate functionality in Steam API?
Okay. In the Stream API is one of the Java 8 feature. In the intermediate operations that are nothing but filter.
Filter, right?
Yeah, filter method is used in the intermediate operation.
Okay. You know what is difference between functional interface and normal interface?
Okay, in coming to that, in the functional interface, it has only one abstract method. Coming to the normal interface, it has more number of abstract methods are to be used.
Mm-hmm. In normal interface, more abstract method can be used, and functional interface.
It has only one abstract method. One abstract methods are to be used.
Suppose I want to declare two abstract methods, what will happen in a functional interface?
Some kind of error are there.
Mm.
If two abstract methods are used in the functional interface.
Mm. So it will give the error, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, but in the function interface, it has more number of use default in the static methods, but it has only one abstract method.
So
So it,
means you want to tell number of default and static method can be defined any number of, right?
Yeah, any number of static or default methods are used in the functional interface.
Okay. So, uh, you know about method reference?
Method reference.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, please tell.
So method reference it is the short annotation. It is used in the lambda expression.
Lambda expression. Okay.
By using the method references to improve the code reliability, and it is by using the method reference it simplifies the lambda expression.
So, method reference can be used for only static method or any instance method or any kind of method we can take as a method reference.
Okay, any kind of it is to be used. It refers to the static method or instance method. Any method we have to use the method references.
Okay. So you know about optional class.
Yeah, I know optional class.
Hmm. What is this?
So coming to that while using the optional class, by using that, it is a container to represent a value that may or may not be present. So by using the optional class to avoid the null point exceptions, by providing safe methods to check and access the whatever the values to be used. By using the optional class to reduce the null checking code, and also to improve the code reusability and also the safety, and also to avoid null point exceptions.
Hmm.
That is the optional class.
So what is difference between uh, encapsulation and abstraction? You
Encapsulation.
you give the real time example as a programmatical example.
Okay.
Encapsulation and abstraction.
Encapsulation and
Abstraction.
abstraction.
Hmm.
Okay. Encapsulation and abstraction real time example. Okay. So encapsulation and abstraction, these are the oops. Four concepts are used in the oops, that is encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and the polymorphism.
Hmm. Hmm.
So coming to that encapsulation, in that methods and variables are to be used, or methods and variables are used as a single unit.
Hmm.
That is the encapsulation. So by using the encapsulation, it is the data hiding, and in that by using the encapsulations, getters and the setter methods are to be used in the real time encapsulation. In the what in the entity class, we use the variables as the private. So we have to use the public. We use the getters and the setters method. So by using that encapsulation is to be used.
Abstraction.
Coming to the abstraction, it is a concept of hiding complex. It is the implement it to show the to hide the implication the implementation details and showing only functionality to the users. For example, the remote control. In the remote control, we have only output, we have to do the output. So whatever implementation to be used that are not shown.
Hmm. So implementation, suppose I will tell you, you have a class, you have a method, implemented method. So how do you tell about the abstraction?
Once repeat. I have a class. In the class method.
In class, I have a public void, any kind of method, public void display. Suppose I am just giving you one display method. I am not putting any variables or something. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Then it will happen abstraction.
No.
No, why? Because of this is the basic of concept. So it will be applied in this class also. right? Because of you are hiding the implementation
This is,
details.
yeah, hiding the implementation details, only showing functionality to the users.
Functionality not a result, only showing the result.
Yeah, yeah, only showing the result.
Hmm. So, but okay, but this is, uh, abstraction means that is the segregation. Segregation means what you have in encapsulation just as a object. Inside object, whatever your method and variables, that should be bind in the object. This is the encapsulation. And binded
Yeah,
data you want to abstract by using the method object reference, that would be as a abstraction. For example, method reference dot call the method name. So method name, if you are calling inside, there is no implementation detail, right? This is
yeah.
hiding implementation detail.
To hide in the encapsulation to hiding the details.
Detail. So here your hiding detail is coming. Only you get the output result. So that
Yeah,
you user, suppose you are writing a program, so you can see the outcome, what exactly you want to get. So if you get, that means your program is correct. So this is the logics of abstraction,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Not a only single private variable and setter and getter. This is not a one example. If you have a concrete class, it will happen encapsulation each and every concrete class. Concrete class means executable class. With class, we can create a object. Not for
okay,
abstract class, not for interface, because of both are not having the object, right?
yeah, right.
So suppose I will tell next question to you regarding what is parent class of all exception classes.
What is
Parent class of all exception classes.
final class?
No, no, no. Parent class of exception class.
Not getting
Parent class of exceptions.
exception.
Yeah.
Final final class of
No, where is final? I am just asking the parent class of exception classes.
final class of exception class.
Exception classes.
Okay, okay. So coming,
You know throwable class?
yeah,
What is throwable class? What is throwable class?
I don't know.
Throwable class is a parent class of exception classes. So you know serializable and deserializable
Realizable.
and deserializable.
This realizable
Hmm.
in Java. Okay. So coming to that realizable and
Deserializable.
yeah. So these are the two in these are serializable. Serializable,
Serializable. Serializable and deserializable. What is difference?
realizable, and
Serializable.
so these are used in the object interface serialization.
Hmm.
These are used to convert the object into the stream.
Okay. So you know
So
dispatcher
serial,
servlet, dispatcher servlet.
yeah, dispatcher servlet.
Hmm.
So come dispatcher servlet. Okay. Coming to that, dispatch server, it is the core component in the Spring framework.
Hmm.
By using the dispatch servlet, it is used for the request routing.
Hmm. So how it is work? So suppose you, I am just telling you about the MBC. So how it will work dispatcher servlet?
So it is used to responsible for handling the whatever the incoming request is,
Hmm.
and also routing to them.
Okay.
So that is the dispatch servlet.
Hmm.
It used as a front controller for the MVC controller and Spring MVC architecture.
Okay. You know what is difference between uh, get method and post method?
Get method and
Post method.
put method. Okay. So coming to that get method and put method, these are used for the HTTP request.
Hmm.
Both of them, both of the HTTP request. In the get method, we have to use it to retrieve the information from the server. It is used for the read only operation.
Hmm.
Put method is used to it is used to update the data
Hmm.
from on the server side.
Okay.
It send data to the server.
Okay. So you know profile annotation.
Which annotation?
Profile annotation
Yeah. ROFAL profile annotation.
in Spring
Okay.
Boot.
The profile annotation used in the Spring Core.
Hmm.
So at the rate of profile annotation.
You know Spring Boot application annotation.
Yeah, I know Spring Boot application annotation.
Yeah, please tell.
Coming to that in the Spring Boot application annotations, in that we have to use the Spring at the rate of Spring Boot, at the rate of enable auto configuration, at the rate of component scan.
Hmm.
At the rate of enable auto configuration, at the rate of configuration. So these three annotations are used in the Spring Boot annotation,
Hmm.
Spring Boot applications. Coming to that in that at the rate of configuration, it marked the class as a bean definition of the whatever the application context. Coming to that enable auto configuration, it is used to Spring Boot to automatically configure the applications based on the class path beans and etc. Coming to that components cat, it is used to scanning the components used in the Spring. That is the Spring Boot application.
Uh, so you know what is difference between component repository and service annotation?
What?
Component repository service annotation.
Component repository and service annotation.
Hmm.
Component repository and the service. Okay. 1 minute. I will recollect. Coming to service annotation, in coming to that. So I think both annotations are used to mark a class as a spring bean.
Mm-hmm.
So by using the spring bean, it is automatically used to detect and to register the spring application context.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Yes, yes, yes. Please tell.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. At the rate of component is a stereotype of annotation. It
Mm-hmm.
is used to mark a class as a spring bean. It is applied to the class that you want to spring to manage.
Mm-hmm.
That is the at the rate of annotation.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you know what is difference between controller and rest controller?
Controller and the rest
Rest controller.
controller. Okay. Controller and the rest controller. Controller and rest controller. Coming to that. Both control by using the control and the rest controller, these are used for to handle the http requests. Coming to the at the rate of controller, this annotation is used in the spring mvc controller. This is used to this at the rate of controller is used to handle the web requests to a spring application. So at the rate of controller is used in the MVC control, that is the modal view and the controller. Coming to that, at the rate of REST controller, it is used in the RESTful web services. That is a put to get delete and delete all.
So you know CSS, HTML.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, and JavaScript
Yeah,
and JPA.
somewhat I know JPA.
So what is JPA? Why we are using JPA instead of JDBC?
Oh, instead of Hibernate,
No, no, no. I'm asking about the JPA, JPA, Java
J,
Persistence API.
Java Persistence API.
Hmm.
Okay, Spring Data JPA. So by using the Spring Data JPA, we have to use it to connect the whatever program project is to it is used to connect the database.
Mm-hmm.
So by using that Spring Data JPA to be used.
Mm-hmm.
So in that Java persistence. So it is used for managing the relational database in the Java applications. So it provides a standard ORM, that is the object relational mapping objects.
Mm-hmm.
It is used to map the Java object through the relational database and also the vice versa.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you know database.
Yeah, database.
So database, suppose I will tell you when will you use to view.
View.
Yes,
VIEW
yeah, VIEW, view.
in database.
Yes.
Yeah, used in database. Okay, view. Okay. So, it is used as a virtual table is derived from to select one or more tables or other views.
Mm-hmm.
It is stored in the SQL query.
So why we are using this? Any specific reason?
Okay, okay. To retrieve the data, it is used to retrieve the data from the underlying tables. So a view table it does not contain a data by itself. Instead, it is using the data used in the SQL query.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, what is union all?
What is
Union and union all.
union and union all?
Yes.
Okay. So in the coming to that union it continues the results of two or more select queries
Mm-hmm.
and also to remove the duplicates
Mm-hmm.
from the final result set, that is the union.
Mm-hmm.
So both union and union all are used to combine combine the two or more tables, select queries in the single result set. Coming to that union all in that by using the it combines the two or more select queries and without removing the duplicates in the union all. But all rows including the duplicates which will appear in the result set, final result set.
Okay.
So
So,
union all it does not remove the duplicates.
okay. So, how many types of joins?
How?
How many types of joins?
Four types of joins are there: left join,
Mm-hmm.
right join, inner join,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
left to right, inner, and full join.
Mm-hmm.
These four joins are used in the database. By using the joins are used to combine the two or more tables.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So, I have done right now. I think time is completely over.
Okay.
You want to ask to anything else before closing the call?
How my performance is any
Perform
yeah.
performance basically, if you really want to ask to me, so I will tell you, I think need to be improvement inside the core area in core Java.
Okay.
In core Java, because of if you are using Spring Boot or Spring Framework, all are using Spring Dispatcher Servlet. So this is the front controller. So front controller, what will do? Any incoming request and map with the resource handler. Resource handler, you know, your on controller.